Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the girls and the Big Apple. This piece of hair, okay, I finally fixed it. I just tried to do my hair, and there was a piece that was hanging out. You see, I think it just popped back up. I don't know, it's bothering me though. Anyways, we'll be all right. So you see it, it keep popping up. Let me try and fix it. Okay, hold up. This is a mess. Okay, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. All right, y'all. This is the Real Housewives of New York review, season 15. All right, y'all. So I feel like they are using BRYNN as a scapegoat. Don't get it twisted. BRYNN is messy boots. Okay? BRYNN is messy. Mama likes to talk, right? But it sounds like there may be some misplaced anger. It sounds like everybody's doing the same thing. Remember on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City when Bronwyn told Heather and Lisa basically like, stop trying to act like, yeah, I might say something shady here or there. I'm paraphrasing. I may say something shady here or there, but stop acting like I'm the only one doing it. Everybody in this group is doing the same. Everybody talking about everybody, but y'all just want to pinpoint, put it on me. No, and I feel like that's what's happening in this group too. same girl, same what is it, same script, different cast. I feel like Jenna, of course, she does not like confrontation. So when she's called to the carpet, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so they get to Aaron's house. Okay, they're in the Hamptons. They get to not Jenna's house, Aaron's house. Aaron has new cabinets. Girl, quiet as it's kept, uh, the house looked the same to me. Okay, I didn't see a big difference. Um, they have to share rooms. You know, they were okay with it, so it's okay. I didn't hear anybody put up a big fuss about having to share rooms, so it is what it is. Um, Uba's boyfriend, I think, wants her to move in with him. Girl. I mean, this is the thing. Ain't nothing wrong with moving in with people if you have the coin to get ghost when a ghost needs to be caught. You know what I'm saying? So if Uba moves in with her boyfriend, that's okay. I would not give up my place. Okay. Remember when Carrie moved in with Mr. Big, but she still had her apartment on the other side of town? And when push came to shove, she went back home for a couple of days. That's how I would do. If you're in a good financial situation where you can still keep your place, but you want to be shacked up, then I'll go for it. I just would not give up my place though, because you ain't gonna never have me out on the street. I don't trust nobody. Okay. And when push come to shove, I need to be able to get my panties and bras and go back home, and not be like, oh girl, where I'm gonna go, where I'm gonna go because I sold my apartment. Um. Anyways, so Raquel, can I say something? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Raquel and Rebecca. I know this is only the third episode, but they're not giving me anything. I I feel like they were banking on Raquel being girl. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, girl. She's a lesbian, okay. And I feel like they were banking on bringing in some viewers, hoping that her storyline would be interesting based off of the fact that she has kids, used to be married to a man, now she's a lesbian. Girl, we're not impressed with that in 2024. Girl, who ain't a lesbian? Okay, some of y'all ain't lesbians. I'm just saying, like, it's 2024. Like, I think that if this, I'm glad. Don't get it twisted. I'm glad that the Housewives are including other folk on their cast. Right. I think it's a great thing. Because there are lesbians who are rich. There are lesbians who want to be on the Housewives, right? And they fit. They meet the criteria. Um, but I think that I don't know. I just feel like it's not a draw. And I think that if this was probably the first season of Housewives and you had a lesbian, that would have caused a lot of, oh, girl, they got a lesbian on the show. Or now they got two. You know what I'm saying? They got Jenna and they got Raquel. They got two lesbians on the show, girl. Raquel is not giving me anything. She's just not. And I'm not interested in her or her girlfriend. I'm not interested in the dogs that are in their home. I'm just not. Yeah. We've seen girls come onto the show. It has nothing to do with them being their first season, because we can go back to Real Housewives of New Jersey. And when they brought in those new girls, was that last season? Danielle, what was the girls? Rachel, that was what's a white girl? I can't remember them girls' names. But they kind of came in seamlessly and kind of just fit in. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, oh, I'm just not really getting anything from Rebecca or Raquel. I feel like, and again, this is a third episode, but that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Anyways, Raquel gets car sick. Girl, this is a game of we just gonna talk. We just gonna talk. This is the problem with this cast, right? It is the game of telephone. I remember we were in school. I think I was in middle school. And I remember our teacher had us get up, and I forgot who the teacher was, but the teacher had us get up, and I remember them starting off the game where he told or she told the first she they told the student a message, and the purpose was to make sure the message stayed the same, but also to show how things how the message can change. And by the time it got to the last person, the message was completely different than what the teacher had initially told the first person. And I feel like that happens all the time on these shows, right? It's always somebody said this, and by the time it's time for confrontation, it's completely different. I feel like Uber wants to try and act like I think it was Aaron who called it out. No, Uber says Aaron is carrying things because Aaron told them that Raquel said something about her being car sick, but literally Uber is doing the same exact thing. Like, girl, y'all calling people out and y'all doing the same thing. Like, Uber, you want to call out Aaron for carrying things back and playing the game of pigeon, but you're doing the same thing with Sai. And BRYNN was right. You are acting as Sai's spokesperson. You want to address what Sai and Aaron and BRYNN have going on. You want to address what Sai and Raquel have going on. But then you have the nerve to sit here and say that Aaron is basically playing the game of telephone. You doing it too? You doing the same thing. Um. Anyways, I thought it was funny when Sai. I think I don't understand car sickness. I don't know nothing about no car sickness. I just don't like riding in cars for a long time. Um, but Raquel has car sickness, and I guess if she drives, it doesn't happen. I don't know, child. Um, so I guess she wanted to drive Sai's car. So I was like, bitch, my car? Girl, I just met you. So I know that's right. Girl, you think you about to drive my brand new 2024 Range Rover that I had to wait for a year. I think I had to wait a year to get that car. I believe I heard her say something like that. But whether she had to wait or not, girl, you're not driving my brand new car. Girl, I don't even know you like that. Okay? um. Anyways, Brynn and Sai have a conversation. This is where Brynn starts to lose me because Brynn, you are messy, okay, and you are going around town telling everybody what everybody said. Now, it doesn't take away from the fact that they said what they said, you know what I'm saying? But you also saying what they said. Brynn doesn't want to have the conversation. Brynn just wants to, I'm sorry for what I said. Let's make up. Let's have shots and have a good time. No. And I was with Sai. That can come across a bit toxic. You want to do something to somebody or not even have a conversation about what you could have possibly done and just skip over all of that and go just straight to apologies and girl, let's have a good time. Girl, you gonna get on my face? Girl. However, I feel like Jenna should get some of the smoke just like Sai is trying to give Brynn all of the smoke. So they're talking and Brynn calls Jenna over because Sai is like basically you telling Jenna I hate her. They call Jenna over. Jenna's like, I didn't say that. I didn't pinpoint her. Girl. And Sai's like, girl, yes you did. Okay. To be fair, she never said Brynn's name. I think the viewers, probably every viewer, assumed it was Brynn. Sai assumed it was Brynn. I don't think Jenna ever really corrected Sai and said she didn't. Now, Brynn is saying that I did not say what Jenna is saying that I said. Jenna is also saying, and this is true, regardless of what was said, Sai, you still said it. That's what she said in her confessional. Let's start there. I'm with that. Let's start at what you said, then we can work our way up to Brynn. Jenna is also saying that Brynn is not the only one that has come and told me this information. Like, I feel like what happened was Brynn and Jenna were talking. I think Jenna was probably telling Brynn how everybody keeps coming at her and telling her that Sai is talking shit about her. And I do think Brynn joined in on the conversation like, girl, yeah, I don't think she like you either, girl. And I think that Jenna took that and was like, yeah, girl, Brynn also said you hate me too. I kind of do believe Brynn now when she says, girl, I ain't said no shit like that. I do believe that Sai should have smoke for Jenna. A little bit. And Jenna should have smoke for Sai. Now, Brynn should get some of the smoke too for being messy, right? But I think it's mostly, I feel like Brynn is getting too much. I do. I feel like Brynn is getting too much of the heat. Like Aaron wanted to play the game of, oh, I was just joking. No, Helfer, you was being for real when you said that Jenna was broke. Girl, look at that piece of hair. You see that piece of hair? Girl, it is bothering me. Girl, I'm gonna leave it alone. Girl, don't, oh, girl. Okay. Oh, girl, I still didn't grab. Okay, girl, whatever. Like, girl, you said it, but you tried to act like you were joking, right? And then Brynn, of course, now Brynn is being messy because she goes back and she tells Jenna, girl, she was being dead ass serious. We want to skip over what you said and go straight to Brynn being messy, which is, which she's being messy, but girl, y'all said it. Okay, anyways. So did Brynn say it or did Brynn add to it? That's what I said. So did Brynn say it or did Brynn add to it? Did she say Sai hates you or did she just add to the? I feel like Brynn just added to the conversation. And I think Jenna took that and ran with it. I do. Anyways, Jenna gives everybody lingerie. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, girl. I was like, ooh, girl, she got girl. Now I'm not no label whore at all. Okay, girl, I don't have the money to be no label whore. But I did get excited. I said, ooh, girl, she got hustle Bottega. I said, ooh, girl. Yes. I was like, ooh, girl, I want some friends like that. Go to the girls to get you Bottega, honey, okay? But girl, so she gave all the girls lingerie. Remember last year she gifted the girls lingerie. This year she did the same thing. But then she gave Jessel a Bottega bag, but it had a Christmas tree in it. But then she gifted her also some lingerie. Raquel was a 90s model. I'm really trying to keep a Raquel story, but I think I'm just not interested in Raquel. So what I heard, and I rewound that part a few times. Um, I think when she got into the art world, no one would, I guess, sell to her, right? No one would sell to her, so it was really hard for her to kind of break through um, the business. And then eventually, people started to come around. I guess when at first I thought she meant nobody would sell to her, like she couldn't even buy art for her home. Then I watched it again. I was like, oh, I think she means that when she tried to open up her art gallery, no one would work with her because of her being a person of color. Um, I did like her ring. It's not a normal engagement ring at all. It's a big piece. It's a big ring. It's like a gold. It's almost like an art piece, but it kind of goes with it kind of goes with her. That's why I was like, oh, that's actually kind of fly. Rebecca tells a story about her losing her virginity at 16 or giving her virginity away at 16. And the deal was that she had with her parents was her parents told her, if you don't do drugs, we'll give you birth control. Girl, listen. I mean, we not gonna sit and act like kids don't have sex because, girl, we all had. Well, not we. I wasn't having sex as a child, but a lot of people, not most. I'll say a lot of people. I'll probably even say most have sex when they're kids. And when I say kid, I'm talking about like, I'm not talking about. Some of y'all did start at 12 and 13, but I'm talking. That's still a kid. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, girl, whatever. Um, But I don't think it's weird that kids have sex, right? Because girl, kids have sex in middle school, high school all the time. But I did think it was a little weird that was like the compromise her parents gave her. Like, oh girl, it was a little weird. I think everybody thought it was weird. Like, huh? Like, it's one thing for your mom and daddy to find out you having sex, and I guess they put you on birth control or give you condoms. But girl, for that to kind of be the compromise, don't do drugs, we'll give you birth control. I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, um, Uba says she's scared to open up because the girls twist each other's words. That's what she tells Aaron and Jessel after they went to dinner. I mean, they do. But y'all all messy, though. I think Uba is still pissed off at BRYNN for BRYNN telling people that she had a boyfriend, which I think is so weird because Sai is the one who told your business. You're like, Sai told your business, baby girl. Now that don't take away from BRYNN being messy, but girl, Sai is just as messy. Who did BRYNN get the information from? Hello, girl. I think that's the thing. Like Jenna said, girl, let's start at the beginning, girl. Y'all want to start at B? We need to be starting at A. Okay. Jenna, I mean Uba and and Aaron, not Aaron, BRYNN get into it. I'm not gonna lie, bitch. When BRYNN was like, no, 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 no. Bitch. When I was in this house screaming. No, 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 no. Girl, I would have popped that in her face. I get what Aaron is. I mean, not Aaron. I get where BRYNN is coming from as far as like, girl, whenever we argue, girl, y'all want to start cursing because we all do it. I've done it. I'm sure you've done it. When you get into an argument, you start cursing. Cursing does take the argument to the next level, right? As soon as somebody drops the wrong curse word, girl, it just heightens the argument. And I think Brynn's whole thing is, girl, we could have an argument, but girl, why do we have to start cursing each other out and all that carrying on? Even though she had just cursed out Uber the night before. Um, and that was pretty much it, girl. They get into it again at breakfast or brunch, whatever it was, whenever lunch. And Brynn walks off. Again, I think this is a game of telephone. Who's this? I think this is a game of telephone. And it's changing when it gets to people. People are not going directly to the person. Uber is doing the same thing that she accuses Aaron of doing, right? I do think Brynn is messy, but I think that Brynn is being used as a scapegoat. I think it doesn't take away from the fact that you said what you said. And Jenna is also saying, girl, Brynn ain't the first person who told me, girl. They've been telling me you've been talking shit about me. But instead of wanting to address it, girl, you've been probably talking shit about Jenna. You want to get mad at Brynn because you're probably still mad at Brynn from last year for exposing that you told her Uber's business on camera. See, to me. I feel like it's all this stuff is stemming back from last season, and I think that it's just like, girl, we're going after Brynn. I think Brynn is just a target, and Brynn gonna have to, girl. It is what it is. Like you gonna have to, girl, not flip it, but girl, we all our hands are dirty. Just not mine. You got Jenna who walking around here going back and saying stuff that I didn't say. I added to the conversation, but I didn't say what she said. You got Side. You've been messy since last season, but you want to be mad at me because you're really mad because I went and told because I said on camera that you told me that Uber had a man, and you want us to tell nobody. Uber, you mad at Brynn when the truth of the matter is I told your business. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, but yeah, that's it. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Bye, y'all.